This is Matt, and these are the metal vinyl releases for March 2022. Starting with March 4th, we'll get the 5th studio album from American black and speed metal band Midnight. This is Let There Be Witchery, to be released by Metal Blade Records. Vinyl variant for the US will be purple and black, as well as Coke bottle vinyl, with no release numbers on either. For the UK, variants will be violet marbled at 300 copies, wine red marbled at 400 copies, indigo marbled at 500 copies, green marble at 666 copies, and classic black in an unspecified number of copies. If you want to check out some tracks, there are visualizer videos for Nocturnal Molestation, as well as Sex Witchery, both of which will be available at the Metal Blade YouTube channel. For me, this is a no-brainer. I've been a big Midnight fan for quite a while now. I have all of the studio LPs, so yeah, I'm getting this one. Also on March 4th, keep an eye out for the latest EP from American thrash metal band Vio-Lence. This is Let the World Burn, to be released by Metal Blade Records. Of course, it's nice to see this band back. They are a classic band. Their first album, Eternal Nightmare, is an amazing album. They also have Bobby Gustafson on guitar now. He was formerly in Overkill back in the 1980s, as some of you might remember, so that's kind of cool as well. Vinyl variant for the US will be orange and an unspecified number of copies. In the UK, you'll get ochre brown marbled at 200 copies, deep violet also at 200 copies, firefly glow marble at 300 copies, crimson marbled at 400 copies, and an unspecified number of black copies. There is a music video for the title track, as well as a lyric video for Flesh from Bone, and those are both at the official Metal Blade YouTube channel, of course. Of those two tracks, I would recommend the title track over the other one, but the latter's pretty decent too. So, I wasn't really impressed with the cover tune that they put out right before this. It kind of made me not so hopeful for the album, but hearing these two tracks now, they're actually from the album, I'm definitely thinking about getting this EP, strongly considering it, because it's pretty cool stuff. Moving on to March 11th, we'll get the 5th studio album from Swedish hard rock band Ghost. This is Impera, to be released by Loma Vista. Vinyl variants include Black Ice, Metallic Gold, and Baby Blue. All of these are limited edition, as they say at the website, but no release numbers are given. You just have to trust that they are limited edition. All three versions do come with a 28-page booklet and a slip mat of the cover art. Music videos for this title include Call Me Little Sunshine, as well as Hunter's Moon. Of the two, Call Me Little Sunshine seems the stronger and heavier track, so I might suggest checking that one out first. If you were a fan of their early sound, they certainly haven't gone back to it on this record either. This is Ghost going into a more mainstream and accessible direction, as they have been doing with the last couple records. If you're into that particular sound, you'll probably dig this, so check it out if interested. Also on March 11th will be a reissue for the 1986 debut album from American power metal band Crimson Glory, to be released by Music on Vinyl. So, for those who don't remember, Crimson Glory was a traditional metal band. They had some hard rock leanings, but a little bit of prog and power metal in there as well. They were definitely one of those classy metal bands, kind of like Queensryche on Rage for Order. Very classy. Vinyl variant for this title is 180 gram silver vinyl, limited to 2,000 individually numbered copies. Also includes a printed insert. This is definitely one of those classic bands I didn't listen to a whole lot. I heard a couple tracks that I liked, but I was never really motivated to check out anything more, and I don't know what that is. Basically, I probably just discovered other bands, and they fell by the wayside. It happens. I was put off a little by the chrome masks that they wore back then as a kid, so I might check this reissue when it comes out, because I'm a grown-up now. Moving on to March 18th, we'll get the posthumous release of Eric Wagner's debut solo album. This is In the Lonely Light of Morning, to be released by Cruz del Sur. Of course, Eric Wagner was the classic vocalist, for the doom metal band Trouble. He's best known for that band, of course. Great singer all around. I think fans of Trouble will probably be clamoring for this album. It certainly seems promising from what little I've heard. Not seeing any vinyl variants mentioned, so the assumption is classic black. And it's going to be available in a lot of places, including Walmart, Barnes & Noble, Amazon, Best Buy, and a whole lot of other places. Music video is available for the title track, as well as a lyric video for Maybe Tomorrow. The latter track is a bit heavier, so I might recommend that one first. Bit curious about this record. I'll definitely be streaming the whole thing when it comes out and then making my buying decision. But I do love Trouble quite a bit, especially that classic era with Wagner on it. So there you go. Also on March 18th, look out for the 7th studio album from Swedish black metal band Dark Funeral. This is We Are the Apocalypse, to be released by Century Media. So it's been 6 years since Dark Funeral has put out a full-length album, and that album was pretty well received, so maybe this one will follow suit. We'll see. Vinyl variants are red at 1,000 copies in Europe, but 750 copies in the US, go figure, as well as an unspecified number of black copies. It's also going to be available in a box set with a companion CD. The vinyl for that will be black and clear and limited to 150 units. Music videos are available for Let the Devil In and the song Nightfall, both of which are at the Century Media YouTube channel. Of the two tracks, I would say check out Let the Devil In first, as it seems like the stronger track. It's not bad, but I need to hear more of this. And of course, I'm not the biggest black metal fan, but you know, I do try on occasion. Moving on to March 25th, expect a compilation album from American metal band Night Demon. This is Year of the Demon, to be released by Century Media Records. This is kind of an interesting comp in that it collects tracks released through one single year, though not through standard LP releases. There's live material here, there's cover tunes, there's new songs. Basically a bit of a hodgepodge, which I actually kind of like. Vinyl variants in the US are silver as well as black, though no release numbers are available. For the worldwide market, there will also be a lilac variant, limited to 500 copies. A number of videos are out from this collection. There's a live clip for their cover of In Trance, that's obviously the Scorpions song. Also visualizer videos for their covers of 100 MPH, as well as The Sun Goes Down. And a lyric video for Are You Out There? Plus a music video for Vysteria. Definitely start with Vysteria, or Vysteria, as it's pretty good, though the rest of the tracks are worth hearing too. Track down all of these at the official Century Media YouTube channel. So since I've been getting into Night Demon as of recent, it's fair to say I've already pre-ordered this album. I'm pretty excited about it, and I'll definitely be talking about it in a future episode of Vinyl Haul, so definitely. Should be a good one. Also on March 25th, expect reissues for the second and third studio albums from British heavy metal band Samson, namely Head On and Shock Tactics, to be released by Culture Factory. Of course, the significance of these two albums is that Bruce Dickinson is on vocals. This is right before he left for Iron Maiden, which is pretty cool. Vinyl variant for Head On will be yellow, and the vinyl variant for Shock Tactics will be Coke Bottle Green, each of which limited to 2,000 copies. There are no extras on these editions. They're merely the albums reissued on colored vinyl, but if you don't want to search out original copies of these titles, you should pick these up. I can tell you Bruce really shines on both of these records, and if you're a Maiden fan, you should probably already own these. But just in case you don't, here you go. And also on March 25th, expect the third studio album from Norwegian black metal band Abbath. This is Dread Reaver, to be released by Season of Mist. Of course, Abbath of the band Immortal, most people know that, though this self-titled band does mix speed and trad metal influences into the black metal sound they have, so some people like that, some people don't. Maybe you're one of the former or one of the latter, who knows. Anyways, vinyl variant is black, limited to 2,700 copies. All variants come in a gatefold jacket and with a digital download. There are a couple bundles for this title available as well at the North American Season of Mist website, so if that's of interest, you should definitely check into that. There is a music video for Dream Cull, as well as a visualizer video for the title track, both of which found at the Season of Mist YouTube channel. So check it out if interested. Of course, I can't name every single album that's coming out in March, so you should definitely let me know all the ones that I missed. Maybe you were excited about a title I just didn't name. Let me know that. Let me know some albums that I did name that you're excited about as well. Love to hear about that. And let me know about future releases. Stuff that's coming out in April and May and June, and you know how the calendar goes. Let me know the name of the artist, the name of the album, and when it's coming out, because I get a lot of great help from you guys, and I'd love to see that continue. So there you go. Of course, if you dug this video, maybe you found it helpful, maybe you found it entertaining, maybe it was a great way to pass some time, definitely give me one of these. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and you know what? Maybe share the video with some friends. This is the Accusation Network. My name is Matt, and I do videos on metal vinyl collecting each and every week. I also do videos on classic and modern metal in general. If you like the sound of that, definitely check out all my playlists. I do over a dozen shows on these topics. Would love to hear from you. Would love to see you in the comments section. Would love you to watch my stuff, because that's why I do it, right? And of course, we're also on Patreon. If you want to check out our page there, we're at patreon.com/The Accusation Network. There I show these videos up to 7 days early. I also have exclusive content there. So if that sounds of interest, if you want to support this network in a more involved capacity, definitely go to Patreon and sign up. It'll be cool. And as always, thanks for watching, and check back in next month for even more metal vinyl releases.